When was the last time you were truly alone? Not scrolling, not distracted, not surrounded by noise, just alone. For most people, that feels uncomfortable. We avoid solitude. We fill every moment with something music, social media, conversations. Because being alone forces us to face something we often run from ourselves. But what if solitude is not loneliness? What if solitude is where the soul begins to heal, to grow, to awaken? There is a difference between being alone and feeling lonely. Loneliness is emptiness, it is the absence of connection. But solitude is presence, it is being alone without feeling incomplete. Most people fear solitude because they confuse it with loneliness. But solitude is not isolation, it is intentional disconnection. So you can reconnect with yourself. We live in a world that never stops. Constant notifications, endless content, non stop stimulation. Your mind is always occupied, always consuming, and because of that, you never truly hear your own thoughts. You never truly sit with yourself. Solitude removes that noise. It creates space, and in that space, you begin to notice something important, your inner voice. When you are alone, without distractions, without external influence, who are you? Not your role, not your identity, not your image. Just you. Solitude strips away everything superficial and reveals what's underneath. Your real thoughts, your real emotions, your real desires. This can feel uncomfortable, but it is also liberating. Most confusion in life comes from noise. Too many opinions, too many influences, too much information. But in solitude, your mind begins to settle, like water becoming clear. When it is left undisturbed, you don't force answers, they come naturally. Clarity is not created, it is revealed in stillness. When you spend time alone, you become stronger, not physically, but mentally and emotionally. You stop depending on external validation. You stop needing constant distraction. You learn to be comfortable with your own presence. And this changes everything because once you are okay being alone, you are no longer controlled by the need for others. Solitude is where awareness grows. You begin to observe your thoughts, your habits, your patterns. You start understanding yourself, why you react a certain way, why you feel certain emotions, and this awareness gives you control over your life, not by forcing change, but by understanding it. There is a deeper dimension to solitude, beyond thoughts, beyond emotions, a space of stillness, a sense of presence. In that silence, you feel something different. Not emptiness, but fullness. A connection not to be the world, but to something within you. Some call it peace, some call it awareness, some call it the soul. So, the next time you feel the urge to escape silence, to feel the emptiness, pause, sit with it. Because solitude is not something to avoid, it is something to experience. Because in solitude, you don't lose connection, you find the most important one, the connection with yourself. Before this video ends, take a moment and reflect deeply. Am I comfortable being alone with myself? What do I avoid when I am in silence? Do I confuse solitude with loneliness? When was the last time I truly disconnected from everything? What thoughts come up when I am alone? Am I constantly distracting myself? What can solitude teach me about myself? Do I depend on others for validation? What would happen if I spend more times in solitude? Am I ready to face myself honestly? Take a moment today to disconnect from the world because sometimes the peace you are searching for outside is waiting for you in solitude. So try to reconnect with yourself.